The Honorable Rodney Ellis was born on April 7, 1954.
I came from a household where people clearly had to work 2 jobs so that we could make it. But I also grew up in a household where early on I could see how things were different.
Young Ellis observed segregation and was quick to ask, why were people of color expected to live by a different set of expectations?
We had an African American running for mayor of Houston. His name was Curtis Graves. And it was also about the time that George Wallace was running for president. And so Wallace had these little small buttons. So I was proud and I had my large "I did Graves for mayor" button on. And they called me to the principal's office and told me that you couldn't do political advertising on school time. So I said, well, is there a distinction? And I remember the assistant principal calling my mother's house saying, this kid of yours is going to be a problem and you'd be better off putting him back in a segregated environment.
Mr. Ellis acquired a bachelor's degree in political science from Texas Southern University, a master's degree from the Lyndon B. Johnson School of Public Affairs, and a law degree from the University of Texas School of Law. He also studied at Xavier University in New Orleans and the London School of Economics. He began his career in public service working for the late Congressman Mickey Leland, and at the age of 26 was elected to serve on the Houston City Council before joining the Texas Senate, where he served for more than 25 years.
I've been able to advance policies, to take on advocacy roles, to try and help people who get trapped in that system that I was lucky enough to escape from.
Ellis passed 700 pieces of legislation. He is highly praised for his leadership on increasing access to college for high-achieving Texas students, being a champion for criminal justice reforms, and fighting to provide quality, affordable health care to the most vulnerable Texans. Ellis currently sits on the Harris County Commissioner's Court for Precinct 1. Looking back on his career, one issue stands out.
We didn't even have a public defender's office here, an office where someone is independently chosen to represent people who cannot afford a lawyer, who come in contact with the criminal justice system.
A long-standing member and firm supporter of the NAACP, Honorable Ellis believes the organization is as relevant today as when first established.
Many challenges that we have now were very similar to the battles that the leaders of the NAACP knew about, were aware of, that led them to form this organization a century ago. I see a whole generation of young people coming behind me that I know are better educated, have been better exposed, are more media savvy, and are as committed or more committed to trying to advance the cause of civil rights than my generation was.
Fox 26 is pleased to join the NAACP Houston branch in presenting the Lifetime of Civil Rights Advocacy Award to the Honorable Rodney G. Ellis for his lifelong commitment to civil rights activism.